to be spiteful. She best friends with the ops. And you need better stop. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get the involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a poet. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they whole crowd selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. I never had a mentor. Scarface. I met her at a club. She twerk better when her heart breaks. Hey, put the one everything that I can. I'm praying for a Bentley and to never go to jail. I'm fresh up out the gutter. I don't know if you can.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. Tonight, we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the New Orleans Saints. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. That didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
Ready, set.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And his first pass is incomplete.
You still hold your breath a little as a defense when Tua gets out of the pocket. You're worried about him scrambling and getting a first down. But there, he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Solo left side, 20 TX.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And Ingram holds it in. Look at the big fella go. How about this? And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Cover 1 hard. Cover 1 hard.
Now here's a Louisiana native from the town of Jennings. It's Travis Etienne. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Jags' new kicker for 2023, Brandon McManus, on for the field goal. The kick by McManus is good, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball, moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things off.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Dugan. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Saints are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
21G.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd down, Tua. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Etienne up the middle. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Looking to pass. Tua. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And they'll try to run with Etienne. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The kick by McManus is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Saints at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here. That's to the tight end, Mallory. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. 1st down, here's Mitchell. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Got his open man. It's Mallory. Down inside the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Mitchell again. And he is in for a score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Saints are able to add on to that lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that. Because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great. But your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get sixes. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. A short throw to Ingram. Down the left sideline. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's a give to Etienne. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Solo left Zion. 20 TX.
Now Tua. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting to 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. They'll run with Etienne. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for some. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Tua going to throw. He's got it. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by McManus is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. A good run on 1st down. It's got him very close to the line to gain, just shy of the 35. So we've come to halftime at a 5-point game.
Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments.
We're standing
about
by
ready to get back to
Jonathan
football.
Coachman. He
And
has
to bring
our
you the
EA
second half
Sports
from the
halftime report.
Superdome. Let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all the way out just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49.
In a game like this, you're fighting, you're scratching, you're clawing, you're hammering away. That return has the feel of maybe cracking the rock and giving them a chance to get a big-time advantage.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have the control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
try and run. This is Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Charles, a nice play there, wasting no time making his presence felt for this defense.
And you know, we heard the same conversation around the league. A lot of people were surprised that he was available, and they let him go. And now he's going to make a big-time impact with his new squad.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Mitchell. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Going for it, it's Mitchell. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. What's good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he returns this to the 22. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but not from the spot. Actually, no gain. So 3rd and long. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Dugan, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. They run over center with Mitchell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Right back to Mitchell on second down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Off the play fake. Dugan. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Mitchell. Diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
From the gun, it's Tua. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 21G. Tua now on 1st down. Etienne bringing in another one. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Tua to throw again. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Here's Tua. He'll find Jones again, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On first down, Dugan. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On the counter, Mitchell. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Off play action. Dugan flush to his right. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, let's go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Ice jab. Ice jab. Number 2, ice jab. Ice jab. Number 2. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. Touchdown, Jaguars. Michael Pittman, 37 yards. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
The throw over the middle, taken in. A gain there of 21 yards. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st and 10, Dugan. Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. Room to maneuver at the 35. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Dugan. His throw incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Off play action. Dugan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
But what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Number one high. And Watson. Solo left Zion. Out.
They'll start on the ground, Etienne. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now 2nd down and a few inches.
20 TX. Hey, let's go.
Now Tua. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Here's Tua. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Hey, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Hey, long. Step.
Tua. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game. And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing Tua. A handoff for Etienne. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Tua to throw. They'll roll him out right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Here's Tua. Eluding the pressure right. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Come on, 3, kick.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. Finding Pittman. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Here's 1st and 10.
21G. Solo left Zion. Ice jab. Come on, 2. Ice jab. Ice jab. Come on, 2. Ice jab. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Hey.
Tua. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Go ahead.
The clock reading 40 seconds. Here's 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught downfield by Miller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Two timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10.
21G. Ready.
Now Tua. Dancing to his left. Open man, that's the tight end fire move. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Let's go. Farther, long. Hey, Watson, let's go. Hey. Step.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He'll get this one to Pittman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Watch it, Oscar. Hey. Hey. Solo left Zion.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Saints are going to have it here at their own 15.
Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for New Orleans, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.
Whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. that's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of the hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my ratings. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich, the whole club. My crown way too white to be shooting in the eyes. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no light.